Hello everyone, my name is Yurin Zhou from National Yangming Zhaotong University. On behalf of my co-authors, I'm presenting our paper about people's sense-making and practice around unresponded-to received message. So what is a receipt? A receipt is an indicator generated by a communication app that tells you your message has been read or seen by the conversation partner. As a result, it also often called a seen function. Nowadays, many instant messaging apps have included this feature. Receipt is an important indicator of turn-taking within a conversation. In a face-to-face conversation, for example, if you think your conversation partner has heard what you say, and you clearly have stopped talking, you probably would expect the partner to continue the conversation by responding to you. If your partner does not do so, still, most of the time you can also tell what's going on. Like your partner was not paying attention to you, was still thinking about what they're gonna say, or there was something interrupting the conversation. You can tell that because there are many nonverbal as well as verbal cues that tells you why the partner just stopped there. However, if there's no particular reason that holds the conversation, the partner simply just stopped without any reason, you would probably feel awkward. Because the partner does not follow a conversation norm, that is, continue the conversation when it is their turns. But what about on instant message app, which do not have so many cues for you to tell what's going on? How do people react to, think about, and feel about seeing their message being read but not responded to by their conversation partner? How do they cope with this situation when it happens? Prior research has consistently suggested people's negative feelings about receipt, such as the message sender feel frustrated, annoyed, anxious, and they're being ignored. And the message recipient also feel pressure after generating a receipt, making them sometimes avoid entering their conversation windows. But is that always the case? Are the experience with receipt all negative regardless of the situation? In this study, we want to find out first, what are the senders and recipients' sense-making and strategy around the receipt, especially those that were unresponded to. And then second, what contextual factors are influential on such sense-making and strategies. Our findings were based on 25 interviewees who were from diverse occupations, including 12 males and 13 females. The interviews were in a semi-structured style with a focus on their experience of practice around and sense-making about receipt from both the sender and the recipient perspective in a variety of situations. Our data collection and analysis was adopting a grounded approach. There were 3 rounds of coding, and in the last round of coding, we integrated a folk conceptual theory of explanation because we found a similarity between our code category and the theory. Our paper provides several highlights, which are personal, situational, conversational, relational, and interactional factors. In contrast to prior literature, which has tended to focus on negative feelings about receipt, we found that our participants' sense-making, reaction, and practice around unresponded-to receipt were greatly influenced by 5 contextual factors. For example, the conversational factors are about people's perception of the topic and the progression of the conversation. And we found that one influential factor is whether the conversation involved any action that sender thought recipient should take, and the consequences if the recipient did not perform those actions. The perceived progression of the conversation, like whether the thought conversation had been or should be terminated, was also influential. There are many relational factors, particularly the perceived current stage in the relationship development process such as escalating, maintaining, and de-escalating the relationship, will also make great impacts. At this stage, participants have different level of security and certainty about their relationship with the conversation partner. And this level then in turn affected their reaction to and practice around unresponded-to receive. Finally, interactional factors include the recent interaction experience, norms, patterns, and the media for communication between them. As we can see, people's reaction toward and practice around unresponded-to receive are highly complex phenomena and are influenced by many factors. Our major result can be illustrated by this figure, including how message senders make sense of their unresponded-to receive and their follow-up actions. And similarly, we also identify recipients' self-reported reasons and causes behind their receive and their follow-up actions after leaving those receive. Due to the time limit, please read our paper if you want to read the explanation of the full list. Here we'll give you some examples. Senders may explain that the receive were unintentional or because the recipient thought it was unnecessary to respond, or they wanted to express rejection or to evade responsibility. From the recipient perspective, participants provide more diverse reasons, such as using receive to confirm message delivery, to reject offers, thinking that it's more polite than directly saying no, to calm the conversation down, to pretend that they're carefully thinking about how to respond, and finally to let the senders to wait for them because they enjoy being awaited and needed. We come up with several implications for future design. The high-level concepts are reducing accidental receive, offering buffer time, increasing customizability, status sharing, and auto-replies. If you are interested in knowing more about our study, please check our paper. Thank you.